Hello, my CEO babes. So we're gonna go ahead and do market research on Amazon. Now, if you didn't think that you could find market research on Amazon, think again because this is also a great resource for you to identify, what are some questions that your ideal clients are having. So really think about this. I actually like to use Amazon as a resource for books, right? I personally shop on Amazon for books and I like to look at reviews of books, right? So, say for example, we're going to use the example with me, right? I have an online coaching business and I work with online coaches. So, for example, I'm going to go ahead and type in online coaching business, right? In books. So now I'm going to go ahead and see, okay, so these are books that may be about, ideal clients. So this is a book, Wellpreneur, the ultimate guide for wellness entrepreneurs to nail their niche and find clients online. I see that this has got a lot of reviews on it. So I'm going to go ahead and click, right? And I'm going to go ahead and look in their reviews section. Why did they buy the book? What was the main reason why they bought it? Was there something in there that they really liked? And this is going to basically tell you what is it that your ideal clients, what is the content that they want to have, right? Because they're buying this book for a particular reason. So what is it that the book does so well that your ideal clients would take a liking to as well? So, for example, I like to look within the 5-star reviews, 4-star reviews, but I also really like to look in the 2-star and 1-star reviews because this also tells me what people don't like about the book. Therefore, they really wish they had more clarity on, certain topics, which we'll get into in a little bit, right? So, for example, see this one, she felt like she had no direction, right? She was an individual who's just saying, just start, find your target market and all these things. But, it wasn't helpful or actionable, the individuals that, gave this individual advice, right? So, but with Wellpreneur, right? But with Wellpreneur, Amanda breaks things down into baby steps that actually make sense and aren't daunting or vague. So, this is a good market research topic because now I'm like, oh, okay, so they like things that are in step by steps and baby steps and they don't want vagueness or anything that seems very difficult and daunting, right? So she feels like she can gain traction with paying clients and not be extremely uncomfortable, right? Things of that nature. So basically, this is a great resource for you to just look in the Amazon reviews within the books and go from there. Now we're going to look, you're going to collect this data and you're going to put it on your spreadsheet so that you have further information. Now let's kind of go into the 2-star reviews. So these 2-star reviews doesn't seem to have many. So let's kind of go to 3-star. So it says is not too informative. There are too many examples of other wellpreneurs, not enough information for niches. So this is basically saying they wanted more information on how to niche down, right? And they wanted something that I could assume would be specific because they could have gotten the information from a blog instead of paying for the book, right? And basically, it would be great to offer more hands on and step by step tips instead of the many interviews. So, people like to learn by having step by steps rather than interviews. So, this is really great for you to know because when you are working with these individuals, you already know that they need baby steps. They need that step by step strategy in order for them to get to X goals, right? But let's use another example. Say, for example, you are working with mothers that are overwhelmed, right? So, overwhelmed mothers, right? Let's see. They're probably, let's go to Kindle store. There you go. So we're looking at books as a recommendation. So overwhelmed, overwork, work, love, play when no one has time, right? How to stop losing your shit with your kids, a practical guide to become a calmer, happier parent, right? So now I'm going to look at, okay, this one has great reviews, or it has a lot of reviews, if you will. We'll see if they're great. But if I'm a life coach that is working on parenting or focusing on parenting, then I'm just going to go ahead and identify, in the reviews, What is it that they wanted more information on? Right? So she has 3 children. She's read dozens of parenting books, but this one is hands down her favorite and most helpful. So the book offers simple tools to shrink your buttons so your children can't push them quite as easily. And it also does a good job of reassuring you that you're not a bad parent and that you're not alone. So this is just telling me right here, right in this statement, that you're not a bad parent and that you're not alone. This tells me that my ideal client may be having those thoughts and worries, right? So you've already understood, how to do this on this side. Now we're going to go ahead and look at, we're going to go ahead and say, for example, we're going to look at the 3-star reviews. It has some repetitiveness. So they don't like repeating. They don't like things that maybe, are repetitive, if you will. So you're just going to find information. But it's really great for you to get information on what is not good about the book and what is really good about the book. So let's see. So this basically says that this book is too blah blah blah, and it's too much time for long books, right? So basically, this is just telling me that, a lot of individuals, especially parents, they don't have time. So this is telling me that time is something that is not on their side, especially when they're being a parent. So this is also telling me, one of their challenges is having kids if I'm a life coach focusing in the parenting industry, right? So basically, this is a great video and tutorial on how for you to find market research within Amazon book reviews for you to collect data. You're just collecting data, and Amazon is a great place to start.